Hello there, welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and here we are. We are at the last part. This is R2 version. I'm not even sure what version of R2 this is actually. They did one before. They did one that was like a more technic build. Hello, how you doing, Pixie? Pixie just decided to join me. They did one that's more of a Technic build that was like it instead of being solid like this, it was kind of more like the frame stuff that you were seeing earlier whenever we were first starting to put him together. And then I think they did another version of him that was smaller. They've done some brick heads, I think, that's like really tiny. And of course they have the little droids or whatever, like the minifigures. But as far as like a big model or whatever, this is it. So I guess this is version probably like 5 or 6, but it's the definitive one because of how it looks. In fact, I'm going to bring up the model R2 that I have when I'm done with this, just to kind of compare size and kind of look and feel to it and everything like that. Because I don't think these last two bags are going to take all that long, but you know, we'll find out. So we're gonna move him out of the way a little bit as we have been doing. His head is what we're working on, so we're gonna have to take his head off. That does look kind of funny. And we will continue from where we left off, which was finished bag number 11 last week, and now we are on to bag number 12. So I'm gonna get my timer up, which is ready to go, and we'll get started. 3, 2, 1, boom. Off we go to the races. So, like I said, 2 bags left. Bag 12 is going to be most of the head. That's bag 13. We'll put that back. Instead, reach for bag number 12. There's bag number 12. I don't think there's a second bag for 12. Nope. So bag number 12 is going to finish kind of the outer structure, and then bag 13 is going to be doing everything for connecting his head to the little turnstile that you see here. This is a little turntable thing. So that's what we're going to be doing. So here we go. Pixie's taking a look to see what I keep putting down. No, I mean you could play with this if you want, Pixie. If you want the little orange thing, that's fine. No, you're just gonna go to your bed. Okay. Let's put the main box back, because you always have to have things neat and clean as you're working on stuff, right? Just like woodworking or anything like this. So there's not that many pieces in this particular bag. It doesn't look like. Again, just finishing up the outer stuff for R2, and then we're gonna have the last bag, and we'll do some comparison stuff. Alright, so those are the pieces. We'll put this over here, because again, that's the very last thing we're ever going to need. Alright, and away we go. So, we're gonna do this 2 times, so let's make sure he's oriented the right way. Alright. Just like it is in the instructions. And so we're going to put there's different kinds of these. Some of them are like this, like it's the full half whatever piece. Some of them are just a quarter, you know. So hi, you are. How you doing tonight? Alright, and these ones are put togethers, so we're using the same ones that I just put on there, but we're putting the inside on. Let's see, there's one, and it goes with this. And there's going to be one more. Of course, it's going to be the last one. The hardest to find. It's always in the last place you look too, right? That's an interesting little radar dish. There it is. How are you doing tonight? You are? What are you up to? What's keeping you busy? What'd you have for dinner? Dinner is always the thing. Also, up, I see you voted. You paid attention. Good job. I'm gonna be posting that that same poll on Facebook and a couple other places, on Twitter and stuff like that. So I reach the audience I can. Salmon. I have a love-hate relationship with salmon. I think I need to try some good salmon in order to really say whether I like it or not. But that's good. Salmon's good for you. Okay, there we go. And one more here. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, good. And we got some. Whoops! We got some flat corners here. That goes on top of those 1x1s we just put down, and now we're putting some bigger ones. Oh, Omaha! You know what? Omaha steak stuff is very good, from what I've heard. I've heard they do amazing stuff. Okay, is that it? Yep. That's it for the step. We are moving right along. Okay. Ooh, so this must be for the periscope. This looks interesting. Okay. So we got this little piece. And we have a little shaft. And this goes all the way on. So we're going to have these little spacers, tiny spacers. Not tiny dancer, tiny spacer. Another shaft goes in here. And these two things go here. And that goes right there. Maybe that's not for the periscope, because it kind of is. I mean, that doesn't move at all. So, not sure what that'll be for. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Alright. Big piece. We haven't had one of those in a while. So there. More slants, because he's supposed to be a dome. It's a little bit difficult to make things round, circular, and all that fun stuff. So I find ways to do it with the slant pieces and stuff. So. Okay, there we go. Alright, 2 1x1s. Next part. It's funny how they go from side to side too. Like they started over here, they moved around a little bit, and they go back and forth. They just kind of add on the pieces as they go. Alright, 3 of these. And we're putting armature things here. I had chicken and stir-fry veggies for dinner. It was very tasty. Another. Go there. Yep. And that one goes there. Just making sure everything's good. Alright. And now we got these 2 pieces that are going on. Oh, we get to turn him around. So we're going to make it so we can see his reverse. And these 2 things, funny looking things, go on there. That's it for that step. And then we build a little tiny connector. What flavor tortilla? That sounds interesting. And another big one. Okay, that goes there. That's it for that step. Alright, this is looking even weirder. So we're building another little apparatus type thing with some weird stuff. It's got a little dome. And then another little thing goes on to the side here. That thing. And it's gonna go right here, which is why they had us build smooth pieces here, but this is going sideways. Whatever this is, it looks just bizarre. Okay, so that's it for that step. Olive and that would be good. That would be tasty. Okay, so now we're starting to finish up the outsides of the curved stuff. That. A couple of these little tiny slanted pieces that are 1x1s. Always want to make sure they're straight. Don't know how Pixie sleeps like that. It's kind of funny. And two more over here. One there, one there. And two more in the front. So the front has curved ones, and then everything else is using slants. Probably just whatever goes in here. That's how they had to do it. Okay. Looks like a 2, 2, 2, and then those. Alright. Ah, so now we're building these bigger ones. So, not those ones. Those are really big ones. These ones. Okay. And one more. That should go here. Yes, it does. And then we also have two of these that go over here. And that's kind of loose on there. Okay. Alright, now we're building a little front thing, so all these blue, dark blue pieces are kind of hard to see sometimes. I've said that before. Was with Optimus Prime doing the legs. That was kind of tough. And ooh, so we're doing a little arm thing. Some 1x1 pieces. I should do a challenge sometime with like gloves or something like that, because that would make putting things like that together very tough. Okay, so we got, this is a weird circular shield thing that we're putting on here. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. And then we put the rest on top to kind of seal it together, and a little doodad, skidamaroo, whatchamacallit. This is the main little bloopy window that he has, and it goes here so it can be leaned in. So instead of being flat, it lays like this, so it's a little bit of a slant. Oh, now we're putting more of this stuff together here. So take this piece, and another one. Two of these curved thingamadoo-hobbers. And another one in the front. These are so goofy looking. And that goes right there. Oh, you know what though? I bet you that is a shaft type thing for the periscope. I bet you that's what we've created here. It's interesting though. Guess we'll see. there. 2 by 3. And then 2 of these really big ones. Oh, I gotta put this on first. That goes there. That goes there. And then we have to put this little 1 by 1 flat on top here. So 1 by 1 goes there, and then a flat one goes. That's interesting. Okay. Solid and good. All right. And then this leans against it, so it can only go so far. But starting to come together here. And we're doing kind of a similar thing that we did here over on the other side. Slightly different. At least the shape of it. The Legos we're using are a little bit different. Three by 1, 2 by 1. Similar, 3 by 2, 2 by 2 goes on top, with a little tiny 1 by 1, and then another 1 by 1. Alright, looks good, and we'll put that here. So this is bridged, and it's got these little bumper type things on here, so there must be something that goes in there, is my guess. And those keep it from falling down there. Alright, now we're going to do pretty much the same thing on the opposite side. Only there's no bumper, it's just flat. See, yeah, there's not that much in this bag. I think there's actually more in bag 13. And there we go. Alright. And now we're going to do this last back part here. And that'll probably be done for this bag, because there's not that many pieces left. Two little eyes, I guess. I don't know why those are there. There's going to be something that goes on top, I'm sure. Maybe some slant thing or something like that. We're going to do the last one here, and then we will be done with bag number 12, and we will be on the home stretch. This back one, because there's nothing special about it, there's nothing around it or whatever, it's gonna be, there we go. Alright. No, so we wrote, there was nothing that went on there. Those two little blue things are still there, but then we turn this around. That's there where it should be. Got some extra little pieces, and this goes right here. It's kind of funny. It's like a little brace. Alright. So that's that. We are on to bag 13. Lucky 13. Where did that go? There it is. Hey Pixie, what you doing? Alright. Bag 13, here we go. This is it. The final curtain. I imagine this little red thing that's in here is going to be the thing that does that connector there. Ooh. Yep, there's our. I'm just gonna put this over here. That's the piece that this goes on. We got some bigger pieces. Ooh, looky here. So R2 was released for Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary, because Lucasfilm has actually existed longer than Star Wars has. I mean, the whole thing had to be created prior to. Oh, and I get a mini R2. We'll put him together in a little bit. But Lucasfilm existed before Star Wars did. I mean, they needed, because they had no special effects, not like they wanted to do. So they created Lucasfilm, and they created the special effects, all of them, pretty much. Because there were no studios that did what they did. It was just, when movies were done, there was no, contracting to other, areas or whatever. It was just whoever was on the movie, they made up whatever they could to do the stuff they needed, including special effects. So they were the first ones to be an actual, because they weren't their own studio, they did special effects and things like that. So let us see what this is going to be. I bet you this is going to be part of the head, but I see a little periscope too. So alright, let's move this out of the way, because we're going to be doing this on our own for a little bit. I wonder where Versus or Jerry is tonight. Versus actually is probably just playing. He's probably excited at dealing with all the new stuff that just came out today. Ooh, we're going to do the first corner, it looks like, of the head. We're starting to add some of this blue covering to it. Something incorrect there. No, definitely need this. There we go. I was looking at the wrong side. Okay, so this goes here, and then a 1x1 goes there. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, now we got all these little flat pieces. A lot of them for this. One. It's hard to see. Should probably have glasses for this part. Alright. That goes there. Another little curved slant. Gray. 1x1. A blue stud 1x1, and then a smooth blue 1x1. There we go. Now we flip it all over, and we put that on, and that on. And where do we put it? We put it right here. Ah, look at that. It fits on perfectly. Now it's interesting, we're fitting it on, and it goes, there's these smooth pieces that are right here, and we go over top of them. I wonder why that is. Doesn't make it easier to go, and it's just a guide, I guess, to make sure you put it in the right spot. Interesting. Alright, now we're going to do another corner. Probably the opposite corner, actually. Started off the same way. It's probably going to have a similar pattern, but not quite the same. Because R2 is not symmetrical as far as the pattern of his dome goes. Which would irritate me. Used so many of these corner pieces, these 3x1 corner pieces for this. Interesting, pretty cool, but I've definitely never seen this many of those in build. Alright, so that one, another flat. These flats are hard to see. Gray flat, another 1x1 stud, and a flat flat. Same thing, flip it over. Big corner piece and then a little corner piece. And that is it. And we put that, yep, opposite corner. If it'll go in. There we go. It's not fitting for some reason. There we go. Alright. Very precise, very specific. Alright, here's our periscope. Okay, so I am going to move the head over here for the moment. Actually, no. Up here. There we go. That's kind of funny. Alright, so make our periscope. I'm glad that they put this in. I wasn't sure if they were going to have it because they had so much other stuff, and I just didn't know if they were going to have it. But happy they do. Alright, we got these little 1x1x1 window pieces. Together, it's hard to make them straight. There we go. That's as straight as I'm going to get it. Two little. That's the little face that's on. When Empire Strikes Back, falls into the swamp stuff, and he picks up his little periscope, pops out, and he has two little eyes on it. And he looks around. That's what it looks like those are. So now this has to be the right pattern to go with the rest of the head. It has to kind of fit in with it when it goes down. Wait. Maybe it's not. I have to has to go inside. So there's four holes here, and this has to go on the holes, it looks like, so that it's when it slides, these don't run into it. It's a little bit misleading whenever it first goes on. Okay, that's in all the way. This goes in. I'm guessing all the way up, but I'm not sure. Yep. And so it does go inside there. So we get the head back, and our periscope is back. Oh, so I put. Oops. I put. The shafty part the wrong way. I can't slip in there. So I gotta fix that. Shifted it the wrong way. There we go. This goes here. This goes back on. And the periscope goes. Blink. Look at that. So that fits in there good. And then pulls out and goes up. Periscope looks around, goes back in. So underneath, underneath we have to go and we put a little stopper. So that's what this blue thing is here. Make sure it's facing the right way. So his red eye is there. Fits this way. Okay. So there we go. So make it go ding. Doo, doo, doo. Doo, doo, doo. And it goes back in. That works. Alright, so now we're doing the actual roof. So we'll put this back here. Roof. The actual headpiece. So there's going to be lots of little 1x1s. We try to keep them straight. That goes there. Put a solid in between them. Here. Nope, wrong one. Alright, so then these are straight as much as possible before we finish. These the flat ones are very loose because they have like a little bit of just a tiny bit of an edging on them. So they're easy to twist when they're on other things. That's not a 1x1. Alright. The head is getting done. Assuming we're going to have on some of these 1x1 studs, we're going to have slanted pieces. It's the only thing. Oh, maybe not. Oh, hi again, Pixie. Came to say hello. Alright, and some more flat pieces. finishing things up. She's going back to her bed. Alright, here we go. So we're flipping over. We're putting on the red piece that goes with the turntable thing. Now we flip it back over, put this little thing on. He's got a little, I guess he's gonna have a beanie. Alright, so now we're gonna put this, make sure we do this the right way. This goes here, this is oriented correctly, this goes here. So we still have a hole here, not sure why. Okay, now we're gonna make sure we get the rest of this all in. There we go. Look at that, everything kind of lines up the way it's supposed to. Huh. Pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna put a couple little, we're gonna put one at least. 1 by 1 flat and a flat. Hi Jerry! Good to see ya. No, not done. Getting there. Almost. Almost done. You broke my concentration. Ooh. So, Jerry picked Luke's land speeder. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to start putting on some pieces to kind of cover up and keep the head on where it's supposed to be. Alright. So that's there. What is that? Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so so this I was wrong. This thing, this little I guess little hallway they put in there. This is for the lightsaber, and they actually have one that you build. That is so cool, just like in Return of the Jedi. Is it that? No, it's this one. Ah, that's neat. I didn't know they were going to do that. So we gotta obviously build the lightsaber. So that's the black one, and there's 3 of these little thingies. Alright, so we'll put that down. We're going to make a little apparatus. Color? Looks like it. It's only one. I love the way Legos go together. And we put the little dimmer switch, I guess, on here. And a little switch. And that goes on here. There we go. We're gonna cap it with 2 of these. There we go. And then we have the little switch. Look at that. And then so here's the lightsaber. It's supposed to go ding, and then this is the emitter for the lightsaber. There's no blade for it, obviously. So it goes in right there. I did not know that was going to be. I don't know if we can make it spring out like it does, but we'll see. They're surprising me with this stuff. Alrighty. I like when they surprise with cool little things. That's there. Put 2 other pieces together. I'm surprised you haven't gone pss, 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 yet, Jerry. Maybe you can't see Pixie. She's over laying in her bed. Well, this is very, very loose. I hope we solidify that a little bit. Yes, we do. Oh, she's right over here. See? You can see her laying down. She just purring away. flat? Yeah, yeah. There we go. So we got our little cover here. And the cover just loosely goes on because it just does, I guess. It does actually go onto the lightsaber itself. And we got this little thingy here, and we put this blue thing here. Ah, look at that. His head is done. So, question is, how do you... Oh, it is. Okay, so there is one that this locks on. That way it doesn't just accidentally fall off. So okay. You can grip it from here and just ding, and then Luke's saber is in there, and psh, there it is. Alright, now to put the chrome dome on top. Looks like that's what we're going to be doing. So, it's going to snap on. Move this stuff out of the way because that's for the... let's lift this up a little bit. There's Pixie. She's over there. Alright. Lift this one up a little bit. Pixie moved out of the camera range just as I moved it. Alright, so this is going to snap on to the turntable thing. Just got to find it properly. Come on. Get on there. This is why it's an 18 plus, because even 18-year-olds can't do it. Oh! Did I get it? Yep, I got it. Alright. And his head can move all the way around. Now I'm curious, I have these two little blue things here. It didn't look like anything went on them. I'm going to double check, because I don't recall seeing anything to go on them. Last I saw, they got put on, and they were just blue things. Yeah, blue things, blue things. That's it. They're left alone. So, don't know what that's for. I guess that's just the way it is. Okay, cool. Look at that. So, we got over here, we have... Well, we'll do that. We'll do all that stuff later. Okay. So, let's build this last part. Got these three. And this Lucasfilm 50th anniversary. Da, 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 da. Putting on things for the decal, which I hate, but these decals are kind of like classic. They've been doing them since the beginning, so. So, we gotta do the decal. Then we're gonna build a mini R2. Alright, so I need my special... I actually don't need the tool for this because it's not small. It just has to be lined up. Oop, you know what? I took off all the edging too. We don't need that. Had it, and then oop. Look at that. Wow, that went on nicely. That is like I couldn't do any more perfect. It's weird how they have that so dark, but there we go. Alright, and then our two hinges go here, flip it over so we can support the hinges. Here. There we go. then we have to build, oh, we got to put the little flat pieces so we can put R2 on his stand. And here we go. R2 goes together. So we get a big R2 and a little R2. He doesn't have a light, does he? No, he doesn't get one. And done. Let's pause. 43. That is how long it took for today. So let's take a look what all we got. So his head does move, and it goes all the way around. Whee! Got all the different lights and things like that. Let's see if there's anything special here. So it just shows everything coming apart or whatever like that. So the armature's opening and things. So let's see how it all works. So extra pieces out of the way. Yeah, he looks really cool. I'm impressed with him. Alright, so that's his back. Here's his front. So R2's looking cool. First things first, let's open his arms. So that opens that. That's his arm coming out. And then he's got the other arm coming out. So he's got these two little arm things here. These open. So he's got those chambers. We've got the lightsaber. This just comes off. There's nothing to it. So the lightsaber and all just comes out. We've got this periscope. Periscope is there. I don't think I can lock it. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can lock it in place. I'm not sure. Nope. I was hoping that there was some way. Oh, there we go. I got it locked. So we got that. Those are those things, and then of course we have. Now this is gonna be cool because he's all together. So we got him lifted up, and there goes his foot. Look at that. That is impressive. So R2 with all his stuff open. So what I want to do real quick, because we have a little bit extra time still, I want to compare him, how he looks and everything. We'll put everything back the way it is, or the way it should be. Put him together. I want to compare that with another R2 that I have actually. Probably about the same size. Yeah, look this way. Oh, the lightsaber's not going down in where it should. Oh, it only goes one direction, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's shut those. Alright. So we got that, and I think it's going to be about the same size. He doesn't work right now, but he's actually, this R2 that I'm getting is a, oh, he's a little bit stuck. He's actually a motorized R2 that listens to voice commands and stuff. Like you can tell him to play hide and seek and stuff, and he'll do that. But again, he doesn't have batteries, so he doesn't right now. So let's compare. Oh, he's a little discolored too. Alright, let's take a look. Move that over. See how detail-wise how they compare. Now this one doesn't go back. Let's lift up a little bit. His head does move. So looking at the front, you got this little thing. This actually lights up whenever he's working and stuff like that. So this actually does open. He's got an armature. See? There's a little arm. This one opens too. And, there's something in there. It's not connected, but it's the same thing. So that's there. It's got these same things that are here. This actually locks his wheels so he doesn't go anywhere. Got the same kind of vents on the side. It's got this weird little blue thing here. So if you turn him around, pattern is very similar. He's got this little thing up here. Let's move him back. So this is yellow, this is blue. That's all right. He's got the little nose thing here, and then these are just that. There's two little bumps here. His head only goes this way, so. Alright. And the lights. See, I wasn't sure about what these lights were, but I see now. There's like a little kind of glowy thing, I guess. So, I would say for a Lego set, when Legos typically are not done, like they're not circular, they're blocks, you know. So, alright, let's take a look at the sides. Oops, don't want to do that. Whoops, and I took his head off. Sorry, R2. There we go. Fit that back on there. So if we look at the sides, the legs look really similar. They got the same kind of little doodads and things. They've got these little shifters and got the wiring there and little gray pieces and stuff. They did a fantastic job with that. The legs look really, really good. Only difference being, I wonder if, okay, so when we made R2, so the dots are in the front here, but they're in the back here, and on the other side they're in the back. But whenever we did oh no, did I maybe put the wrong one? I did. So it looks like I actually reversed the legs. This should be on the other side, though. No! According to this, though, I did it correctly. So according to that, the dots are in the front, but on him, they're reversed. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look at references and see if, because even on the box here, it shows the dots should be in the front, but on him, the dots are in the back. Which one is correct? I don't know, actually, right now. Alright, well, let's put you back. And shove your foot up in there. Come on. There we go. Alright. So yeah. I think he looks pretty awesome, though. I think, especially comparatively speaking, you look at one that is able to be smooth and everything, and I mean, like, for what you can do with Legos and stuff like that, it's pretty awesome. So, here we are. There's about a month, and these don't actually open on this one, but they do on him. So, and if you look at the venting and stuff like that, they look very similar. Obviously Lego style or whatever, but yeah, pretty cool. So yeah. So as you can see, obviously the poll is there. I don't know what I'll be doing yet. We've got a week that I'll have the polls going on Facebook and Twitter and some other places, just to get a general consensus, see what people think that I should do next. But R2's done. He's awesome. He looks really cool. That's pretty neat. So yeah, what I'll be doing next for, well, actually I need to look real quick. So next week is the last week of August, the 30th, and then we've got the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th, because what's going to happen is something comes out October 1st that I plan on getting that I hope to start on the 4th. So supposedly we'll have only 5 weeks of whatever we're building. If it's the, he should have sound. Oh, that would be awesome. They do have sound kits, like independent groups and stuff have sound kits, and I may get one for him because that would be cool. But the so we got 5 weeks of building, whether it's going to be tiny sets, helmet, the Razor Crest, start on the UCS set, because if it comes out and when it's supposed to and I get it in time, then we're going to start building something that's releasing that I'm very excited about. Still have, I mean, the land speeder I got for May 4th, but obviously I haven't started yet, so I mean, it's a cool thing. I also have the Nintendo TV, which is a bigger set that I'm really looking forward to doing. But again, this next one I want to start building as soon as it comes out because it looks pretty epic. So I will just say that this set is the first one to include puppetry in Lego. So it'll be interesting. So here we are. We got Big R2, Big Brother R2, and we've got Little R2. Yeah, come on. There we go. And they're both awesome. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And next week we will continue with whatever's decided. We're tied right now with the Razor Crest and the Land Speeder, so we'll see what happens. So again, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. And come the next week, and we're gonna start some more fun. So till next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.